Hello, I'm Dr. Gareth Moore, and this is my day 3 solve of this, the Exit the Game Advent Calendar for 2023, The Silent Storm. Now, if you watched my solve yesterday, you'll know that I had a few technical issues in terms of a token not being inside the calendar, but I'm hoping for good things today. So let's start by turning to day 3. Here we go. Right, so I've already read this. I had a quick look just now before I started recording, and it says the pneumatic tube was actually helpful. Quickly, you move the corresponding levers and open the next door wherever you ended up. Another ID card, you say. As you pocket the ID, you realise it's become really quiet, and it's now very threatening. It's so silent. Time you made progress. So you look around the room and you think you've never been there before. But then you realise maybe you are in the tailoring department. A strange feeling is spreading through you. Now that there is no more noise to be heard, it feels like the space is closing in. It is really quite claustrophobic. Anyway, to keep yourself busy, you open some drawers. One is full of ties. In the next you find 7 bow ties neatly lined up, then a pair of holy woolen socks. But none of that helps you. Then your gaze settles on a poster on the wall. It's a scheme for colour mixing. Well, that's because fabrics are probably dyed here. You look around and there's a button on the floor. I hope there's not a button in this reading, it's also missing like yesterday's. And a thread, it's so annoying that you can't sew at all. But if you're not mistaken, you've been left a guide. Right, from above to below, sew through the hole. Always pull the thread taut. Well, I have to say, without having looked at the puzzle yet, sounds like it's going to be another creative one. Open door 3, you will find a riddle card, a strange item button, fingers crossed, and 1 cord. Okay, that sounds brilliant. And on the back of this, there is nothing. Right, so actually I was supposed to tear this out. It says here, carefully tear out the calendar page before reading, which I don't think actually has much effect, except making it easier to find the next day. Although occasionally there are some days where you need to write or scribble or cut or whatever with a bit of paper. Hopefully we won't need the hints and game instructions today at least. So next up, let's have a look at the calendar. Right, so here's the calendar, and yesterday we discovered, just to show you some context, this is the whole calendar, we're down here at the bottom right. Yesterday I discovered, via the solution booklet at least, that this is door 3, so let's open it. There we go. And let's check we've got everything we're expecting. Yes, I think we do. There were 3 things, a button, a card, and some thread. Right, so we are presumably going to be... Oh, it's blue on one side, yellow on the other. Presumably we're going to be winding this thread through this button thing. So let's prepare that. And it looks like these bits pop out here for A, B, C, and D. And as always, I haven't looked in the room yet, and I haven't looked at the card, but as always, each day we are looking for a 3-digit number to put into our decoder, which will then tell us where to go to find our next door. So let's start by looking at the card, and I'll look in the room. Oh, this is the employee ID card it gave us, isn't it? It told us rather we were going to receive Susan Noir, the chocolate art, and she is a department head as well, yes. Okay, well that's 3 of these we've collected, 1 per day so far. Right, so I don't know what to do with this button and this thread yet, so hopefully what is inside the room will tell us. So, there is a desk with an old-fashioned sewing machine and some paraphernalia. On the floor, it says code blue, yellow, green. Well, that's interesting because I'm guessing we're going to sew across the letters and make numbers with the blue and yellow. But where the green comes from, I don't know. Oh, green is the mix of blue and yellow, isn't it? Yes. Okay, that's what it's referring to in the room instructions. And then over here on the right-hand wall, we see blue C, yellow B, blue D, yellow B, blue A, yellow A, and presumably that's the order we put the string through. Okay. Right, and on the left-hand wall there is a prism of some sort showing various colours combining at the top, I think. Is that trying to show red and blue form purple, and red and yellow form orange, and blue and yellow form green? I think that's what it is showing. And there's some teddies and some rolls of fabric. At the top of the room is just a light fitting, and we've already looked at the floor. Right, so we're doing some sewing, and the instructions actually on the room door said, from above, sew through the hole, always pull it taut. Right, okay, so I assume we're making some numbers. So, C first, on the blue side, is what it shows here. So C, and then B on the yellow side. Shall I do this so you can see? I guess I should start by pulling this most of the way through so that I don't run out of thread. I've got a lot of thread. Perhaps that's not going to be an issue. Okay, and then on the blue side through the D, and then on the yellow side through the B again. Looks like it might be a 4 perhaps, or 1. I mean, already that's a 1-ish. And then the blue side through the A, like this. And then finally, sorry, it was off camera, the yellow side through the A, so it's going to be a 4. Right, so what have we got? We've got 4, rather nice 4 for the yellow side, and for the, let's get that out of the way, on the blue side we've got a 1, so we've got 4 and 1. Now when it says to combine them, doesn't mean, I was going to wonder whether it meant visually overlay them, but that doesn't make sense. If I was doing it symmetrically, I'd end up with an arrow, and if I was overlaying a 4 and a 4, I'd just get a 4. I suspect it means add them. So 4, we add the colours, 4 and 1 we get 5 for the third colour, and then our code is blue, yellow, green, we can see at the bottom. But there's only one way to find out, and that's to use our decoder. So we think the code is 1, 4, and then the merge of the 2, or the sum of the 2, I should say 5. So 1, 4, 5. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. So from here, okay, from door 3, where we currently are, we go up left, then up right. Okay, that's going off the screen. Up right to here. Oh, then up left, okay, to here. And if we are correct, we should see the matching symbols beneath. Moon, star, and Y. Excellent. So we have identified where door 4 is for tomorrow, and have successfully solved today's puzzle, and that was quite fun, weaving those threads back and forth. Well, there we go. I hope you enjoyed that. So a success today, and if you're trying to calendar along too, then I hope you had a success today as well. And do please join me in tomorrow's video, because I am posting one of these videos each day, 24 hours apart, throughout Advent, as I solve the calendar, and hopefully you solve along with me too if you have one as well. It's not just Advent calendars I solve though, I also solve a range of other exit the game and other escape room box type products, and there'll be a playlist at the end of this video. So if you want to join me for one of those, then I would be delighted to have you along. But in the meantime, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please do, and also please like and comment on the video. I'd love to know what you think of my solve, how you thought when you solved it yourself, if you did. It's just nice to hear from you anyway, generally. But other than that, all it remains for me to say, I look forward to hopefully seeing you in another video. And until then, take care and goodbye.